Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we did a little exercise where we read the contents of base GoHTML file, then we created a new base HTML file and we have populated it with the contents of GoHTML file. Alright, in this lecture, let's talk about something new. Here you can see that we have parse files function, and this function is a variadic function which takes a variable number of arguments. As you can see, here we can specify different file names separated by comma. But as you can see, this is very tiring because let's say if I have all the files inside a new directory called templates, so let me just create it for you. I have a new directory called templates and I will move all my GoHTML file and let's say DT file as well inside the templates directory. Now I have to specify each file separated by comma. And as you can see, this is not really ideal. There has to be a better way, and there is. Instead of using parse files functions, we are going to use ParseGlob function. So I'll just write ParseGlob. And this ParseGlob function, as you can see here, takes a pattern. Here we just have to specify the directory or the pattern of our files. So let's say I tell here that I want to specify everything within the templates directory. So I'll specify it like this. Now this ParseGlob function will parse all the files inside this templates directory. We can do this, or we can also do this. I can write star, which means everything, and I can also specify the extension. So I can write .gohtml. Now it will parse all the files inside templates directory which has the extension of GoHTML. So now everything will work as it is. Instead of specifying each file separated by comma, now we are just specifying the path of our files. So let's just see how it works. I'm just going to remove this .gohtml because I want to parse everything. I want to parse both of these files. And then we will create a new file called base.html. Then we will execute our template. And for writer, we will give the newly created file. And then I want to execute base.gohtml file. So let's save everything and let's run our program. But before that, let me just delete this base HTML so that a new file will be created. And now I'll clear the console and I'll write go run main.go. And as you can see, a new file base.html is created and we have the contents of GoHTML file. Let's try to parse the other one. Let's try to parse base2 file. So I'll write base2.dt and let's create a new file called base2.html. So I'll save everything, clear the console. I'll write go run main.go. And there you go, we have base2.html, and this time we are parsing the base2.dt file. So everything is working as expected. Instead of using parse files, we are using ParseGlob, but rest of the things will work as it is. Let's take a pause here and we will continue in the next one.